Raiders franchise. In the last episode, we walked off the Chiefs 33-30 with a game-winning field goal as time expired. In this episode, we're going against the Bengals, who are 2-0. And what should be a fun game because, as you can see, they are yet again doing their thing with quarterback Joe Burrow, leading the league in passing yards with 626, averaging over 300 and what is that, 13 a game he's averaging. I just realized Mahomes having 8 touchdowns is insane as well. But this should be a good one because they have Joe Burrow. We have Ashton Genty, who is leading the league in rushing yards. Both these guys broke the records last year for passing yards and rushing yards. The Bengals had the guy break the record for receiving yards in Jamar Chase, but so far, Demario Douglas is leading the league in that. And then Matt Royster there at number 3 in tackles. So looks like we have a very good team. Looks like they have a pretty solid quarterback who can elevate them to whatever level they need to be. But we do have 2 storylines to go over, one being a DB breakout, the other being a... I didn't read it, so no idea. Very impressed by your performance last game. Do you think you can make that 2 in a row? This is 2. Kyle Hamilton. Impress people is what I do, coach. Not going to be a problem. Good Kyle Hamilton, 2+ pass deflections. Okay. Kyle Hamilton, already a really good player, so very tough, I feel like, for him to get that goal, but hopefully he's able to get it regardless. We have this. We're just going to ignore this. This is stupid. It keeps telling us this. We've already selected this multiple times. Get up to speed quickly. All right. But we do have negotiations to go ahead and start. I did the scouting off camera, by the way. Well, no, I did not actually. I did it at the end of the last episode. My apologies. We do have some negotiations to go over before we get into it. Brock Bowers, Darian Porter, Jack Besh, Charles Grant, Dante Fortin, Caleb Rogers, Colton Miller, Tonio Johnson, Cameron Richardson, Monte Linton, D. Winters, Jerome Ford, Bo Richter, Leaky Fotu, Devin White, Daniel Carlson, Jacob Bobenmeyer, and Matt Royster. Well, Matt Royster's a 5th-year option, which were, spoiler alert, I'm probably going to pick up because he's amazing. I'd argue by far the most important player in this situation is going to be Brock Bowers. I don't think there's any discussion. I mean, he's 25 years old, 95 overall X Factor. He's probably going to end up becoming a 99 overall. We're going to obviously want him for the long term. We're going to go ahead and give him a player-friendly 5-year deal. Money is not that big of an issue for us. And he's going to re-sign. And I'm going to get a trophy for doing that as well. Deal maker. Sweet. All right. Next up is probably not Darian Porter, actually. I would say it's Jack Besh. He's had a really good start to this season for us. Very slow first game. Really picked it up the second game. I think he's a player who I'd be more than happy to build this team around as a receiver. We're going to go ahead and give him a 3-year player friendly as well. And he is going to resign. I would then say it is Charles Grant, not Darian Porter. Charles Grant, 26 years old, 81 overall. He is a scheme fit. I definitely do think it is going to be important that we keep him around as well. I'm going to also go ahead and offer him a player-friendly deal. And he is going to, of course, resign. Happy to be here. Next up, I think is going to go to Caleb Rogers. I think he's also a great player. Same thing. We're going to offer him a 3-year deal. Hopefully he's able to blossom into something. Maybe even 4 years for him. The cap room doesn't really change. It goes. Really does not get that much to spend. We're going to offer him a very player-friendly deal. Give him a 4-year one. Now is Darian Porter. Darian Porter definitely not high on my board. I do really like him. However, I'm not sure I'm willing to commit to him long term. I think a 2-year deal for honestly $17 million will give you an extra little bit of money. I think that's a fair offer. I'm willing to offer him a 2-year deal. I just like more time with this franchise. Okay, so he wants to be here for the long run. That I'm not sure I'm willing to commit to. Dante Fortin, I really like this deal as well. He's obviously interested in us. But he hasn't played very well. I'm willing to offer him this 1-year deal as a kind of, even if he doesn't play well, I do think he has a lot of trade value. I'd like to see him on this team or under contract at least for next season. Colton Miller, I want to wait on. Darian Porter, obviously, we're going to have to wait on. Antonio Johnson, I want to wait on. Not really that big into backups, so definitely want to wait on him. Cameron Richardson, probably want to wait on. Monte Linton, I really like. So I do think we're going to offer him a 1-year deal as well. I really like Monte Linton, but I don't want to commit to him that long term. Plus, we did just draft Ben Tover. That's his actual name. I think we're going to offer Monte Linton, and he's going to be someone who's going to ride out this year with us and probably. He's a really cheap guy. Probably trade him come off season. D Winters, I'm more than happy to offer this contract to. I mean, he's played phenomenal in the preseason. Really good depth player. Bo Richter, same thing. I'm more than happy. You're actually not even that interested. We'll give you an extra 100K, and that's going to bring him back as well. And these are guys who might not make the roster. So even though we're offering them, they're very, very cheap contracts that I'm more than willing to offer to guys who, well, if we do have to, get rid of them, they aren't going to be too expensive. And then everyone else, I think we're going to wait on. And yeah. All right. There we go. All that done, we're going to go ahead and do our weekly strategy. Go ahead and simulate. See our free focus players there looking high and mighty. And hopefully no one gets injured. They're going to be without Jaden Higgins, who was their wide receiver 2 last year, and then Donovan Knight. So, Jaden Higgins was second in receiving, or excuse me, second on their team, third in the league. Or no, he might have been second. I don't know. Either way, I've done enough stalling. We're going to go ahead and get this game underway, but we are going to be rocking the we're gonna rock the 1970s classics. I'll say this is like by far, and Raiders, if you happen to NFL Raiders, whoever sees this, these jerseys stink. Like, don't get me wrong, I love their home and aways. Like, I genuinely love the silver and black, but they don't have any alternates that are worth anything. I mean, it is bottom of the barrel. They're gonna start with a 2-yard rush by Tyler Algier. 4th and 1, they're gonna punt. So great job by us forcing the 3 and out immediately. We'll see if Rashad Jackson is able to get us on the board early. 9 yards to Dante Fornelli. Love to see that. 6 yards to Brock Bowers. Barrett Carter, their other linebacker, gets injured on the play, so they're already down. Well, they're already down Donovan Knight. Barrett Carter does not help that case either. Going to be no gain there, and we're probably going to punt it on 4th and 5. Yep. Touchback there for A.J. Cole, as we're going to hopefully get a stop on defense. Matt Royce with the breakup, they rush for 6 yards, or excuse me, 4 yards. Algier catches it for 12 yards. Ronnie Hickman, the free safety, able to get a sack there. And then Jerry's easily. So 3rd and 27. And it's intercepted for a touchdown. Pick 6, Kyle Hamilton. I don't know if that's going to give him his dev trait, but I mean, it's going to be hard for me to not manually do it if that's the case. A pick 6. That's pretty tough not to do. Algier rushes for 8 yards. Followed by 5. That's a first down. Sorry, I have a dog on my lap, and she's looking at me. I guess I'm being too loud. Tez Johnson, I think, went for 15 yards there. Penalty on Max Dunn, the rookie. 9 yards to Jamar Chase. We're going to go ahead back out. I just want to see, with Max Dunn getting out there, he is not expected to. Yeah, I guess maybe he got out there as like a slot corner. I only guess. Sucks it's all the way down here. Yeah, he is our slot. Okay. Well, I can respect that. Gonna go ahead and hop into slow-mo for this. They are not quite in the red zone. They are half a yard out. 2nd and 1. First quarter coming to an end. They got to call at least one more play. We see the tight end going in motion, faking it back the other way. All of that for a handoff to Algier. And a beautiful stop there. Not going to pick up the first down. Does get inside the red zone, but it's going to be 3rd and inches. With the quarter coming to a close, do they hike the ball? No, they do not. See, if I was them, I would have. Maybe try and catch us off guard. Think, oh, they're taking it to the end of the quarter. Ultimately, they decide, no. We'll see if that comes back to bite them. If I'm them, I'm calling, I mean, you got Tyler Algier. He's a great power halfback. They go quarterback sneak, and that's going to be a first down with Joe Burrow. I thought he got stopped initially. Like, I mean, it looks like he's going to get stuffed, but somehow, I mean, he falls forward for enough. We'll see where he's actually down at. That knee is down before he gets that little lunge forward. Ultimately, I don't think it's worth challenging. We're just going to go ahead and let it ride out. Because, I mean, if I'm them, I'm going for it on 4th and inches anyway, and I think they'd probably pick it up. I mean, 2 chances to pick up an inch. That's going to be fumble. Picked up by Chase, though. That's going to hurt them because I thought he was down as well, but right at the first down marker. They're not going to review this either, so looks like we're going to be, they go quick pass to the tight end. He's going to be short of the first down. 3rd and 1. Inside the 10. Need to get to the 9. Honestly, if I'm them, might go the same thing. Quarterback sneak. That's exactly what they do in that time, without question. First down and 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 2. And the Bengals first down.
And that's going to be complete. 2nd and goal now up to the 2-yard line. And they're going to go hand off, and he powers his way into the end zone. Tyler Algier. And the Bengals, assuming the extra point will be good, we're going to find out. We'll tie this game up. And it is. Brandon Aubrey knocks it through. So, tied game at 7 apiece. We're going to elect not to return it. So, first down from the 30. Going to start out with Ashton Genty. Back-to-back plays. Going to bring up 3rd and medium, about 5 yards. D'Angelo Favors, the backup tight end, is able to pick up that first down. And then Jack Besh follows it up with his own first down. And then Dante Foreign gets 7. Moving this football. 3rd and 3 now. 39-yard touchdown to the Mario Douglas. He's been a guy who's been able to break off those big plays this season. And boy, oh boy, are we loving it. Marquez Robertson. Sorry, I stuttered so much there. 3rd and 4 now. They're going to get it with Cole Kmet. 10 yards to T. Higgins. Going to be just short of a first down, but Joe Burrow says, I'll pick it up myself with his legs. 9 yards there and a first down. We're going to hop into slow-mo. Raiders leading 14-7 with 5.5 to go, but Bengals have the ball in the red zone looking to, well, if I'm the Bengals, I'm hoping to even it up, but we'll see if they're able to do that, go for a field goal. Maybe they go for it on 4th down, or maybe they turn it over. Bunch of options. 2nd and 7 now. We see a tight end in motion. It's going to be a completed pass up to the 5-yard line. Wasn't able to see a number. I'm going to guess that was Marquez Robertson. They go screen pass, and that's doing nothing. Going to lose a yard there. Kyle Hamilton, the one on the tackle. That's a tackle for loss. He now has a pick 6 and a tackle for loss. Confirmed. Going to find it very hard to argue against. And Matt Royster. Oh, see, I was wondering who that was. But 36, I assumed that was a running back. I thought, Matt Royster just broke up a wide receiver pass. Burrow lofting it in the air. And it's incomplete. And that's Matt Royster again. No, that was Kevin Robinson. Wait, it was? What? I could have sworn I saw 42 in there. Oh no. 48, my apologies. Kalen Robinson going up against the best in the league, the undrafted guy. 4th and goal from the 6. I imagine they're going to kick the field goal. If they go for it and I, miss it, I apologize. But yeah, they kicked the field goal. No return for us. So going to get the ball at the 30. Besh for 10 yards in the first down. 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Penalty on Cedric Johnson, and Colton Miller gets injured on that play. 12 yards to Dante Ford, and we're getting close to the 2-minute warning. 12 yards there. We're going to go ahead and hop into slow motion. We are at the 2-minute warning. For the rest of this half, Raiders with the ball up 4. With the ball in Bengals territory. Bengals who get ball to start second half as well, by the way, so would be huge for us because the Bengals could potentially take the lead starting second half. That's going to be complete to Genty. He's able to break a tackle, and he's going to fall forward. Not quite a first down, but beautiful effort. Going to bring up 2nd and 1. Rashad completes. Looking, throwing, complete. Douglas down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal. Todd Jackson dealing this football. They go handoff to Genty. Gonna fall forward for a yard. Oh, I accidentally pressed circle. Whoopsie. 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
He's brought down by Barrett Carter. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Play action. That's gonna be D'Angelo Favorite here. He's in. He's in the end zone. Dives for it. Gets hit right at the line. They're gonna say he got across. And the extra point gets blocked. I mean, beautiful effort there by the Bengals. I wasn't even looking. I just heard the crowd react. Sure enough, yeah, that's blocked. Thankfully, nothing comes out of it. Just, no extra point for us. But that's going to count as a mixed extra point. That's Daniel Carlson's first missed kick of the season. Granted, only 3 games in. All right, 2nd and 4. Bengals only 1 timeout. Maybe can get a field goal, but touchdown going to seem very far-fetched. We're going to take the timeout. I was actually going to hop in and do that myself, but I'm glad the computer realized, hey, this should be a timeout. 3rd and 13. I doubt they do anything special. I mean, be a lot to risk it. Oh my goodness, they're throwing a jump ball. We're just going to go for the bat down. Testing Isaac Ford, who didn't have the greatest game, allowed a few touchdowns against the Chiefs, but his coverage was really good. Just great catches by the defense. Returned up to the 36 yards. So we have 19 seconds, 2 timeouts. And this is what we do best. Getting these, unlikely situations where we need we could get a field goal and we somehow manage. Immediately, I'm looking at Brock Bowers, Dante Ford, and one of them's going to be open. It's going to be Fortin for now. You're going to say he didn't get the first down? That's crazy. Way to break the tackle, though, Dante Fortin.
gain of
9 seconds left. We're at the 44. Looking at about a 61-yard field goal. Take the timeout. 51-yarder. Way easier.
Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And it's a money. 23-10, we lead at half. So we're doing a great job. Bengals do get ball to start second half, though. Texans and Jets here. It's going to be a screen pass. Able to stiff arm a man. Texans, one of them had to get their first one. It's the Texans, 31-14. Stroud throwing for 4 touchdowns. Great game by him. Moving on, Saints, Seahawks, both 1-1. One's going to get the above 500, one below. And it's in the rain. And throwing a deep ball. And it's going to be a one-handed catch. 2017. That could have been the difference right there. It looks like Saints win that one. And he's going to hit the worm. Love to see it. Finally, we got the Lions, Commanders, Lions looking for their first win. Commanders looking to go above 500. And able to get to the edge. Makes a man miss. 28-21. Commanders win that one. Lions, unfortunately for them, still winless. Jane Daniels, by the way, 3 touchdowns. So great game by him. Chiefs beat the Buccaneers. And the Chargers beat the Broncos. So the Chargers still undefeated. So I believe we play next week. If we're able to win this game, we obviously are also going to be undefeated. One of us is going to be undefeated between us and the Bengals. We'll see if we're able to hold on to this lead. I know we have had a history of letting teams get back into the game. Or maybe we shouldn't have. We get ball to start second half? I did not know that. I thought it was the Bengals. We have a chance to go up 3 scores. Unfortunately, if we kick the extra point, well, if we didn't get blocked, we only need a field goal to go up 3 scores, but nonetheless, you got to play the hand you're dealt, and we're going to go 3 and outs. That's looks like we got a very bad hand. Good punt, however, by A.J. Cole. Pins him at the 2-yard line, but they're going to get out of it immediately. 10 yards to chase. 3rd and inches, though. They might not get the first down, and Algier is going to. So I probably should have shut up. Marquez Robertson. $11 yards to T. Higgins, first down. Gregory Oliver loses 3 yards there. And then an automatic first down penalty on Ronnie Hickman. That's not ideal. 3rd and 10, they get Robertson for 27. And then 13 to Brenton Strange. They have a really good offense. Oh my goodness. Brenton Strange is your backup tight end. Nicole Komet. That is. Or the other way around, you know. Cole Komet's backup to Brenton Strange. Whichever one it is. That is a dangerous offense. And this is all without, you know, the guy who finished top 3 in receiving yards last week as well, or last year. Jaden Higgins. 1st and goal now at the 5-yard line. We see tight end, I assume that's Cole Kmet going in motion. They go handoff to Algier. Gonna be tackled behind the line. 2nd and goal now, back at the 6. Gonna lose a yard. And Burrow's gonna throw this one. And he's throwing towards T. Higgins. And yet again, they're just targeting Isaac Ford in these red zone situations. That might be something we have to look at. Because Isaac Ford, I mean, he's playing really good. But he's just getting burnt in like those kind of situations. Not a very physical corner, I'm guessing. 7 yards there for Ashton Genty. 4 yards to Ashton Genty. -2 for Genty. And Geno Stone knocks that one away. Third down, 28 to Dante Fortin. We give him the extension, and he's already playing like, he's earned it. We're going to hop into slow-mo. It's third and one. Actually, third and one, I'm calling my own play. I want the first down. We have Ashton Genty, and we don't get it. Actually, looks like we lost the fourth down. Best for the first down to the 14. That's right, we went for it. A risky game. That's what we play. Did I just say 2024 season? That's not true. What is this? This was the 25 through 26 season, and this is our fourth year. So 25, 26, 26, 27, 27, 28. So we're in 2028. So, good going, EA. Because it's not even, no, it wasn't 2034 either. We're not that far in yet. This is year 4, 2028. Because this is Madden 26. This is not like it's an old Madden. It's not like it's Madden 21. And it would actually equal this. No, this is the newest Madden. This is Madden 26. Saquon Barkley, backwards hurdle. You can tell by the scoreboard, all right? You can tell by Sunday Night Primetime. I don't think that's in the other ones. We go handoff to Genty. Not going to get there. Maybe got closer, but not by much if so. We're in the fourth quarter, so we just got to hold on to this for a bit longer. And we have Mario Douglas for the touchdown. And we're going to... Well, hold on, actually. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and watch... Ooh, we're in normal. Watch this play out. We're going to go for 2. Make it a 14-point game. It's 12 points now, so as long as this doesn't result in the Bengals getting 2 points, I completely agree with this decision. But we're going to be... I mean, they bring the pressure in. Boy, oh boy, did it work. But, I mean, Rashad Jackson, you at least got to, like... I can't even be mad at him in that situation, but you at least got to try and just throw up a ball, see if it works. Penalty on... I didn't even get to see that name, but it just looked like a tongue twister. 15 yards to T. Higgins. That's a first down. 4 yards for Algier. 25 to Marquez Robertson. We're going to hop into slow mode. Slow motion, as I like to call it. So we're up 12, which is 2 touchdowns would be the easiest way. That might be a pick 6. And it will be 38. Is that Antonio Johnson? It is. Pick 6. And that is probably going to be... Well, obviously not against the Bengals is out of dagger, but that's his second pick 6 of the game. We're up 19 points. That's free scores. Their easiest path would be 2 touchdowns with 2-point conversions, both of them. 10-yard sack for Matt Royster, by the way. And then a field goal. And that's all while we don't score anything, and that's all within, the clock. And they go for it, and they don't get it. And the audio is glitched, so I'm going to go ahead and watch this next play. We're close enough to the red zone. We'll actually just watch this drive out. This is, I mean, I genuinely don't think they're getting 3 touchdowns. Maybe the field goal is somehow possible, so if we're able to score again, any points, I think this game is over. They're going to rule that incomplete. Brock Bowers. Oh, I thought that was a magnificent throw. I mean, fits it right in the money. Sure enough, only that 1 foot down in bounds. Unless... Yeah.
Intended for Brock Bowers. Incomplete. Daniel Carlson on for the field goal.
All right, 39-17. We lead with we're up by 22 points. If we lose this game, it's on us. Gonna keep the starters out for this final drive, assuming they score. 10 yards to Jamar Chase. 2nd and 10 now. 7 yards to Marquez Robertson. 3rd and 3. 10 yards to Cole Kmet. They're right outside the red zone. So 2-score game, assuming they score a touchdown here. I'm probably not going to pull the starters. I know I just said I would. That was if they didn't score. I mean, if they score, keep it a 2-score game, I most definitely am keeping the starters in there.
Burrow's pass complete to T. Higgins.
2nd and 5 now.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
Matt Royster had a chance to pick that off. Cole Kmet looks like he cut too early. Burrow wasn't expecting him to cut, maybe. Wide open coverage breakdown. Marquez Robertson. We're going to actually watch this. They might go for 2. They are. See, I knew it. Makes it a 14-point game. And wide open. Cole Kmet's 89. So Brendan Strange is the one who's 85. Okay. That changes every... Oh, shoot. They might onside kick it. No, they actually kick off. TJ Kirkland with the penalty. That keeps it 1st down. 2nd and 7. 5 yards by Rashad Jackson. 3rd and 3. And we're not going to get it. 4th down. We're going to watch the punt. And we're going to hop into slow motion for the rest of this game. Bengals, 2 timeouts with the ball. This game is not over, ladies and gentlemen. Granted, they have got to be fast, and that definitely is not going to help things. Granted, he was able to get it away, so. 2nd and 10 now. 2.5 minutes to go. Bengals with 2 timeouts, so. They are going to need 2 touchdowns, though. And that's a busted coverage. T. Higgins. And there's an injury timeout to one of the Bengals O linemen. Stops the clock with 2:27. And that's a horrible play by Jamar Chase. Ran backwards instead of forwards. Going to lose them some yardage. Well, granted, got 2. I keep saying granted. Got 2 yards, but could have got a few more. Because that's what he lost. Huge hit. Cole Kmet gets the... No, he does not get the 1st down. I'm stupid. I apologize. Don't listen to me. And 2-minute warning. The Bengals, they have got to score before, I believe, the minute 20 mark. But they're going to have to score before that. Because, the plays are going to happen. They probably want to score before a minute 30 that's the longest you want to wait. Which, that clock is catching up on them. So you probably got 2 plays here. Not even. Unless you're able to go out of bounds, which you're not going to here. He reaches for the 1st, and he was never down. All right. Clock's against you now. Most likely going to need an onside kick. Now you definitely do. Oh, no, they have 2 timeouts. So it's 40 seconds. So they're in a good spot regardless. It's just still, they're probably going to need a Hail Mary. They do not want to waste a timeout here. Timeout would make it an onside no matter what. They could still get the ball back. And that's going to be a touchdown. 57 seconds left. Bengals making it to the game. They're going to go for 2 here. Smart move. Analytics say to go for it because you're most likely going to get 1 out of the 2 2-point conversions. And it's good.
The 2-point conversion is successful and makes the score Raiders
So this is pretty much the game right here. If the Bengals fail to get the onside kick, this game is over, most likely. Because they're going to have to go down the field in not a lot of time. And it's picked up. We'll see if he fumbles. Max Dunn, the rookie, able to recover. The Raiders could get a field goal. Granted, if I'm them, I'm punting this football, and I will manually hop in and do that. First down ends the game. Timeout Bengals, they're first.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Six the Eagle.
Take to delay game.
Delay of game. Offense.
They say to punt. I agree. 14 seconds, no timeouts. They got to go 80 yards. As long as we don't allow a touchdown. And they throw it away with 9 seconds left. I mean, are we going to see a trick play? Are we going to see them just heave it up and hope, you know, a guy can go up, grab it, and break a tackle? And 4 seconds remaining. They got one play.
Big 13.
And down goes Burrow! That's the game! It's got a trophy. If your defense scored 1 forced fumble, 2 interceptions, and 3 sacks in a game, yeah! Trophy! I don't even remember the forced fumble, but I guess it happened. I mean, Joe Burrow. 400 yards. His defense is just hurting him every year. Unfortunate. But Rashad Jackson played amazing. 26 of 35, 262, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Genty had a horrific game, not even eclipsing 40 yards, averaged 2.5 a carry. Looks like they defended the run too well. Like, hey, they have a rookie quarterback. Let's take advantage of this. Didn't work out for them. Genty leads the team in receptions with 6 for 30. However, Demario Douglas 4 for 73 and 2 touchdowns leads us in both yards and touchdowns. With D'Angelo Favors 2 for 12 with the other touchdown. Brock Bowers 4 for 30, 5 for 51 with Jack Besh, 5 for 66 with Dante Foreign. No sacks allowed. Granted, we did get sacked, but wasn't any of the O-line's fault. 21 tackles for Matt Royster, 13 for Nakobe Dean, 2 tackles for Roster, Max Crosby, and Jonathan Culp, with 1 sack going to Ronnie Hickman, Jarius Easley, Matt Royster, half a sack for Jason Biddle, Max Crosby, Jonathan Culp, interceptions for Antonio Johnson and Kyle Hamilton, both of which were pick sixes. I guess, yeah, Nakobe Dean had a forced fumble. I did not know that. Perfect for field goals, extra points. One of them got blocked, unfortunately. Punting wasn't great, not even 50 yards. Granted, one of those were, you know, backed up against, it was only like a 42-yard punt regardless, which is what it happened to be, was the max it could be. We have a DB breakout. We're giving him his development trait even if he doesn't get it because he balled out. When you have a leader like Kyle Hamilton, how much easier is it to have a successful defense? Oh, what do we think? Doing North cut. So much easier. He holds everyone accountable and keeps them on the same page. We would be a much different team without that input. He's earned 4,500 XP. Did he not get a dev trait? Maybe not. That's okay. He got XP. I mean, he's superstar, so not really going to ask him much. But this is an amazing defense. Woo! Granted, with, that +7 round for Jarris easily, but it's really just our cornerbacks that are holding us back. But I really hope, Kalen Robinson can take that step up, and one of these two is able to be good. We have a new injury. It's going to be Colin Miller, 3 to 7 weeks. We might put him on IR. We're going to advance the next week and see. But, I mean, amazing game by the Bengals. They came out. I mean, yeah, they were behind, but we let them get back in that game. But thankfully, we were able to close out. We have another DB breakout. Chargers, like I said, we're 3-0. This is going to be Thursday Night Football. So we'll take a look at the weekly award. It goes to Matt Royster, obviously, 21 tackles and a sack. Mahomes able to get Player of the Week. But this should be a fun game because winner of this game not only stays undefeated, they're going to be in sole possession of first place in the AFC West, which, I mean, is looking like a beast. Kansas City, even though they had that one loss to us, they lost by a field goal as time expired. Denver's the only ones holding us back because this division is looking like I would be afraid if I'm the rest of the AFC if one of us is getting it regardless. But this is looking like all three of us are going to be dangerous, so dangerous. Yeah, but that is going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I did. In the next episode, like I mentioned, Ashton Genty, by the way, even with that abysmal game, still leading the lead in rushing yards. Joe Burrow already had 1,000 receiving yards. Demario Douglas, unfortunately, not leading the league in receiving yards now, but only 3 behind. So he's still in that conversation. Matt Royster obviously leading in tackles. He just had 21, so he has a huge lead. And then Kyle Hamilton there in interceptions now. We love to see that. But I'll see you guys next time where we're going to be playing the Chargers for, that first place. And not only the AFC West, but, I mean, there's a good chance come the end of that, come next week, it's going to be for the 1 seed. Because Indianapolis and Baltimore, unless they play each other, which they don't. The Bengals play the Ravens and the Colts. Oh, I just saw them. They play the Jaguars. I mean, one of us is going to be leading. It's currently us, but who knows? I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.